Hi everybody, it is Cindy here with Stampin' Creations. Welcome to another edition of Thursday's free technique class. So, welcome. I know Thursdays are not as popular as my Monday nights, but hopefully you remember to hop on. And if you forget and then kick yourself because you missed it, that's okay. You can always watch on the replay using #replay, and then that way I know where my replay warriors are. So hello, it's Thursday, November 20th. I'm not sure how we got to November already, towards the end of November already, but we have. So I hope you are having a great week. Hello, Pamela. Hope you're having a great week. I hope you're looking forward to the weekend. And I hope the weather is cooperating where you are, because it is here, knock on wood, for right now. I'm sure that's not going to last too long, but for right now it is. Hello, Lorna May. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we are going to do a technique tonight. So the technique that I have chosen is one that I have always done with glossy cardstock. And we don't carry glossy cardstock anymore, and photo paper is not the same. I know there's a debate out there about these things, but I promise you, photo paper is not the same as glossy cardstock. Glossy cardstock has an extra layer of gloss to it that really does help when creating certain techniques. So I've always done this technique with glossy cardstock, and I thought, why don't we try it with just regular white cardstock tonight? So we're going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work. I have no idea. So you're going to be in for a real treat with me tonight, because it's going to be an experiment to see if it actually does work. I hope you're excited. We are going to be doing some embossing. And so the technique we're going to do is an Emboss Resist. So curious to know if anybody has ever done an Emboss Resist. Hello, Kim. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Lois. Thank you for watching. Has anybody done Emboss Resist? For me, it's been a very, very, very long time. I love Emboss Resist. I loved it with glossy cardstock, and I'm really, really hoping this works with white cardstock as well. So, oh, I need to get my, excuse me, my Versamark out. Okay, so are we ready to get started? I don't even have a card base figured out or anything as of yet, because I need some thoughts. I'm going to show you what we're going to use. You're going to have to give me the colors, because I don't really know what I want to do tonight. I'm kind of like, I don't know. Hello, Laren. Okay, so this is a fun one. Joanne has. This one has been around for a long time. This is not a new technique by any means, but it has been... it's just one, again, I've only ever done it with glossy cardstock, so I'm crossing my fingers this is going to work, or it's going to be an epic fail. It's going to be an epic fail, which is okay. That's what we do this for, right? Okay, so I thought this would be one of the stamps to use tonight. Okay, now I know it's not a holiday stamp, but I feel like you guys are all into your holiday cards right now, so let's just shake it up a little bit. So I thought butterflies would be kind of fun. Okay. But what I need to do first, before we do any of the stamping, and I'm going to use a white embossing powder. Now, the funniest part is I have new white paper that's right here, or embossing powder that's right there. I was going crazy looking for it and I couldn't find it, so I pulled out my old white embossing powder. That's funny. It's literally sitting right in front of me here. So, it's been a while since I've embossed anything. Okay, so this one's going to be super, super fun. So what I need from you is I need you to pick out about 3 ink colors that we're going to, 3, maybe 4, ink colors that we're going to, we're just going to like, oh my gosh, my words today are just really, really, really hard. We are going to blend. We're going to blend. So I need about 3 to 4 colors that we can use to blend, keeping in mind this is our stamp set. So like we could do a purple, we could do a yellow, we could do a pink, we could do a green or something. I don't know. So I'm going to leave it up to you. I have all the colors. We could do like a summer splash. We could do a melon mambo. Maybe some Lost Lagoon, and then we're going to actually have to pick out the card base as well. So, but let's start with the sponging part, and see if this actually does. I'm kind of concerned it may not work because it has nothing shiny, right? So Joanne says pink, yellow, and orange. Okay, so let's go pink, yellow. Oh, let's do this one. I was going to do Timid Tiger is what I was going to do, but I like using Strawberry Slush. Do I have Strawberry Slush here? Strawberry Slush, is that a current? If it's not a current color, it's in the other. Oh, no, it's right here. It's right here. Strawberry Slush is right here. Okay, Strawberry Slush instead of Melon Mambo. Orange, black, and pink. Hi, Diane. How are you? Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in a long time. Orange, black, and pink. I love that color combination. That's fun. So we're going to use black for our sentiment, probably. Okay. So we're using it to sponge the background. Okay. And we're doing an Emboss Resist. So I want colors that are going to pop to come out through here. Okay, so are we okay with these three colors? We have pumpkin pie, we have crushed curry, and we have strawberry slush. Do we like these? Do we want to change anything? I'm just going to find my blending brushes that could potentially coordinate. Oops, oops, I'm throwing them all over the ground, mind you, but it's a long way down there. Yes. Okay. Oh, friends, I just moved the wrong way. Oh, getting old is not for me. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's start with this one. Okay, I'm going to move these to the side. I'm going to start, it doesn't matter what color we start with. I'm going to start with pumpkin pie. Okay, so pumpkin pie. I'm using my blending brush, and I'm just going to kind of go off the page. Oops. Helps if I, like, hang on to the ink pad here. I forgot how bright pumpkin pie was, actually. So what I'm going to do, actually, while I'm doing this. Okay, so we can go back and add more. So let's just start with these ones. What did I just do? I just did pumpkin pie. Okay, so this one is yellow. Okay. So this is crushed curry is what I'm using. Okay. So I know you probably can't see the crushed curry very well because it's pretty pale when I'm doing it like this. But just trust me, it's there. Okay. Oops. And then I'm going to do my strawberry slush next. Where did I put? Okay. Are you guys having a good week? I'm so excited it's getting closer to the weekend. It's been a long week this week. Do you ever have those weeks where I feel like it just goes by so fast? Thank you, Lauren. But you'll notice, honey, that there's a reason why I wear a lot of dark colors. The other day, this was very brave of me. I was wearing a white blouse, and I went down to the cafe in our building, and I got a rosé pasta, and I was like, and all of my friends were like all my coworkers were like, that's pretty gutsy of you to be wearing a white blouse and having rosé pasta. I'm like, yeah, probably not my best choice. Probably not my best decision of the day. Right? But guess what? I actually didn't spill any of it on me. Okay, this is pretty as it is. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Friends, you guys have some great color combinations. I should just start posting. Next time I need a color combination to come to you guys because you guys have such great color coordinations. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more of the crushed curry, only because it's very pale and I want it to be a bit brighter. Just so that it doesn't get left behind. So there's a couple things I could have done at this point, and if I wasn't doing this technique, I could run this through my embossing machine right now, and how much fun would that be? Right? Gorgeous. This is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay, okay, so I think I'm done with these now. I think. Let me just clean off my glass mat here. All right, let me put that over there. Let me put this. Can I just put these back for 30 seconds? Can I just take 2 seconds and do that? Because I want them off my desk. There we go. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to bring in my embossing buddy. Okay. And what I need to do here is rather important. So I need to run this across my entire paper. Okay, so I'm putting this across my entire paper as best as I can. Okay, there, yes, okay. Now, what do I want to do? I want to take my stamp set. I haven't used a stamp set in a very long time. And which butterflies do I want to use here? I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. Do I want to use the big one? I might use the big one and go off the page a little bit with it. Ooh, how fun would it be if I used this too? I have a vision, friends. I have a vision. Okay, now I have yellow paper on this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put, because I want to move relatively quick for this, because I have a feeling that my Versamark is drying too quickly when I do the embossing. So I'm trying to, sorry, bear with me. I'm just trying to grab some blocks here that are, my container keeps moving farther and farther away from me. I'm trying to move as quickly as I can on this, okay? Because I want to ensure that my Versamark does not dry on me before I have time to do this. Oh my God, come on. Where is my Versamark? Right here. Okay. I'm going to start with the big one, and I'm going to kind of just do a petal or two off the page. Okay. So maybe I'll just do something like this. Okay. And then what if I bring this one in? Oh. Versamark's super sticky, by the way. Okay. And I'm just going to do this. And then what if I bring this one in? And I go here. Oh, that's not how I wanted that one to go. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Nobody knows except for you and I now. And I go like this. And then what if I bring in some of these? It's hard to tell where I've stamped on here, so there may be some overlap. Where did I stamp up here? Okay, I can go back and add as well. Okay, so let's start with this. I'm going to throw the white embossing powder on here. Now, you can do this with clear embossing powder as well. I personally prefer the white, but that's just me. And yes, I'm using my old embossing powder because that's the first one I just grabbed. Okay. So I don't think you can see this. But what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to add another butterfly. right here. And one more right here. Okay. Now, bring this back in. Okay. I'm happy with that, I guess. Okay. Can you guys see this? I'm doing this with one hand. It's fantastic. Okay. Where's my tweezers? Now I'm going to turn on my heat gun, so it's going to get loud. So I probably won't be doing much talking as I'm heating, okay? Let me put the lid on this one so that we just don't blow that out of the water here. Okay. All right, there we go. Now, do you have another color you want me to add on top? Hello, Julie. Hello, Suzanne. Thanks for coming. So we're doing Emboss Resist. So I can go ahead and add more color onto this if I wanted to. Or what I could do is I could actually do the black like Diane had suggested earlier. And but that would be more of a Joseph's coat more than anything if I added the dark on top, which is a whole different technique. So do you want me to add like a green on top just to kind of tone it down, or a blue? Or should I add one of the other colors? This is beautiful just like this. We could stop right here. Right? There's nothing wrong with this card right here, as is. Kim says blue. I was thinking blue too. Okay, I'm just trying to give myself some space here. So like, do we want like a balmy Costa Cabana or balmy blue? No, pool party. Let's do pool party. Pool party. Pool party. Costa Cabana. Judy says I'd leave it as is. I like it as is, but that doesn't show you the Emboss Resist. So essentially, if I go ahead and add color on top of this, and then I take my paper towel or my Kleenex, it will only stick to where the where there's not embossing powder. Okay, so let me. So I'll make sure I don't already have a pool party one out. This is, I think, Lost Lagoon. Okay, let's just add just a little bit, okay? So we won't add a whole bunch. And I know this is very, very hard to see on camera because they are pale, and I don't know that you can see the blue coming through, but it is there. Now, I could have done this the opposite way, right? I could have done my embossing and then added my color, right? I could have done that as well. See how beautiful this is? I hope you guys can see the change in color here because it's pretty awesome. It's very rainbowish. Okay. Now, look at how, can you see how pretty it is? So pretty. So now if I take my paper or my Kleenex, and if I do this, what that does is it only lifts the embossing or the pool party off the part that is on the embossed part. So your ink will not stick to your embossing powder, to the parts that are embossed. Look how pretty that is. Can you? I don't know that you guys can appreciate the beauty of this. It's really hard to see, I know. Okay, so what I need now is I need a card base color. So does anybody have a suggestion on a card base color? I'm going to do this the opposite way again. I'm going to do it, excuse me, doing the embossing, the blending after. Is that gorgeous? Card base. Let's see. Let's see what I already have cut, because that will probably help me determine what we use. So funny, I have all these colors cut, yet when I need a color, I feel like I don't have the right color cut. Isn't that funny? A wee bit frustrating, actually, but here, I could use, this is not, oh, this, no. Okay, let's use this one. This is not, I don't even think it's a current color, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Is this the right size, mind you? 5.5, yeah, okay. Okay, all of a sudden I just got super duper cold. Is that weird? I feel like we need a better color than that. That's not a great color. That's not a great color. That's not a great color. I need a bright, bright color. How about something? Okay, let's do this one. I know it's not the color of ink that we used, but I feel like it doesn't matter. Hello, Miss Sheila. Okay, I need to trim this down though. This is way too big. Let's go 5.5. And then I'm going to score this at 4.25. Isn't that crazy? All of a sudden I'm sitting here and then I just got really cold. Almost like somebody opened the window. Which reminded me, my coworker had the window open all day today. That's probably why I'm cold. Does that look better? Okay, and then we need to put a nice sentiment on the front. Did you see what I almost did? I almost put my glue in the holder without the cap on. Yeah, she's been one of those days. Can you tell? Okay. All right, here we go. Now, I want to share something with you that I forgot I bought. Hoping we can use it. Look, I bought these. I'm going to put this on top here for a second to hold that down. I bought these banner sayings, and I quite like them. Consider yourself hugged. Oh my gosh, I love that. I didn't even notice that one before. So they're not very big, but I feel like I want to use one of these. Does anybody have... I used pumpkin pie, not peach pie. Peach pie, pumpkin pie, all the pies. I used, yeah, I used, there's so many pies. There's so many pies in this Stampin' Up! World of ours. Okay, so let's use one of these. And this is the coordinating punch. Look, I haven't even taken it out of the package yet. These were maybe an online exclusive. Not even really sure. These are actually kind of smaller than I thought they were going to be, but that's okay because I'm going to add a circle. I think. I want to put consider yourself hugged. Because I think that's a really cute one. These are really small, but I think they're really cute. Actually, maybe we should hang on to that. Excuse me. Whew. Where is that one now? Consider yourself hugged. So let's do this. Yeah, these are really small. But sometimes, you know, you want a smaller stamp. Okay, so this one will punch all 3 banners out at the same time. So I'm trying to decide which one do I want. I feel like I want this one. So let me do this. Ha! Look at that. Consider yourself hugged. I'm going to use this in Strawberry Slush. Where did my Strawberry Slush go? Because I want this to be a very bright card. Right? Because if I'm going to send this to somebody who's kind of having a caca time right now, I have a few friends right now that are going through some really, honestly, ugh, I can't even explain to you how terrible of a time they're going through. And I need to send them some. Look at this. This is really cute. What if I put a circle behind that? Or like a punch? Do we like this? What if I do this? Oh, hang on. Nah, it might be too big. Wait, I just had a thought. I have another stamp set I haven't used yet. Son of a... No, I don't want to use it. Okay. So I was thinking if I did something like this. I need to take this punch with me. I need to get a piece of Strawberry Slush. Which one might think would be very, very easy to locate in this house. However, it is not. Is that not wild? I have got every color under the sun except for Strawberry Slush already pre-cut. That's okay. I'm going to use a different color. Okay, here we go. You guys still with me? Okay, you guys are still with me. Good. Wait, I'm not done. I just cleaned that stamp. That was kind of silly of me, but I just did that. Okay. I know you cannot see this on camera, but trust me. I'm stamping a butterfly on here in Versamark just to give it some dimension. Now, I could do some ribbon as well. Do you like this? Do I want some ribbon? I'm going to glue this part down because I could put the ribbon behind my circle. Come on. Oh, this glue. Stay with me. Stay with me. What about a little Strawberry Slush ribbon? It's funny, you know, you don't think that that actually does anything, but it really does take it to a different level. No, I cut this way too big, but maybe I don't even do that. Maybe I just do this. I don't always have to go back and forth like that, eh? What if I just did something like that? Not a fan of the circle color. Okay. Do you want a different color? I'm going to keep that on there. Joanne, what would you like? For the, it's a weird color yellow. I'm not going to lie to you. It actually is. Do you want like a melon mambo? Or an orange? Pink. Okay, let me see what I can find in pink. I had a whole bunch of Strawberry Slush, and I'm not really sure where they all went, to be quite honest. This is really wild, actually. Okay, let's try this one then. See if we like this. See if we like this one better. Do you like that better? What about the same color as a card base? We could do that. This is Summer Splash. Summer Splash. Where's my punch? I need my punch. Summer Splash. Try to see if I have a small piece cut. Is what I'm trying to do before I cut into a bigger piece. Yes, here I go. No, that's the green. So the lighting over here, there, okay, that is the right color. Okay, the lighting over here where my scrap paper is very dark. So sometimes my colors, oh, that's not the same color. What the heck color is that? Huh. Huh. Well, that's bizarre. I'm sure that's Summer Splash. This must have got put in the wrong spot. Okay. This might be better. Let's try this one. There we go. Okay. So yes, it's dark over on that side of the room. There's no lights over there. I think you're going to like this better. Yeah, I think this will be nicer. Nicer. This will be so much nicer. Strawberry slush circles too bright. Yes. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to use this punch, I said. Okay. Do we like the strawberry slush ink for this one though? This is actually, you know what? I think looking at that, I bet you that's melon mambo. I bet you it's not even strawberry slush. Wait, I want this to go this way. If you saw my desk right now, friends, you guys would laugh so hard. Oh, that's as crooked as crooked comes, but that's okay. This is how you're going to know it's a handmade card. Nobody can make a crooked handmade card better than me. That's my trademark. Okay. Oh, poop. I meant to Versamark that. Anyway, I can still do that. Or maybe use a tan color on your dark. That's a good idea too. You guys are always got awesome ideas. Okay, so there's that part of my butterfly. This part of my butterfly. Let's put this baby together. I think this is much nicer. Oh, if my fingers would cooperate, we'd be doing way better. What do you think? Do you like this better? I think this is a lot nicer. Personally, just my opinion. You guys are with me still? Yeah. I'm doing a cheating thing here. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. You know I'm going to pop this one up. You knew that was coming. What do you think? Much prettier. Right? Now, do you want to try one, same colors, but doing it the other way? So I would emboss it first, heat emboss it first, and then add the color and see if it makes any difference. Do you have time for one more card if I go super duper quick? Because we don't have to guess on colors or anything now. But I have to have my embossing buddy first. Hang on. Wait. I need my embossing buddy. See how simple that can be? Just some blending brushes. A little heat embossing. What do you think? Okay. Let's do this. Super quick. Super quick. Super quick. We can do it. Let's go. Okay, where's my Versamark right here? Okay. So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to heat emboss first, and then we can apply our color. Okay. My desk is very limited on space right now. So, and it's very hard to tell where I've stamped on here. There's one, there's two. Okay. So now, because I want to move quickly to allow myself enough time to get the powder on. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something a little bit different here. That was kind of silly of me. Anyway, so now I can actually see where I'm at. I can add my fillers. Right? And then I can take this, come back in. Did you see what I just did? I just poured that completely out of the tray. That takes a talent on its own, my friends. All right. Okay, let's go heat this one up. So where are my, I was going to call them tongs, tweezers. Let's heat this one up and see if we can do anything different this time. Okay, I think I got it all. So the really nice thing about our heat gun is that the more you use it, the quicker it dries. Oh, I missed a spot. I missed a spot. Uh-oh. All right, so I think that's it. I think I got it. No. This is really hard when it's white on white. There. Now do I have it? One more spot, I promise. There. Now I think we got it. Son of a... Okay, I am pretty confident now we've got it all. Just as I turn it, I can see like spots. Okay, are we ready? Let's do this again. What do I got here? What colors were we using? We used pumpkin pie. Let me get my colors back. Pumpkin pie, crushed curry, and strawberry slush, which is already out, right? Okay. So let's go crushed curry. As soon as I find my, here we go. Okay. So I'm doing the exact same thing. I think you're going to find that this actually turns out nicer. Okay. Can you see the crushed curry coming through? Okay, so crushed curry. And then we've got pumpkin pie. So I think I do pumpkin pie here. Oh, sugar. I meant to go off the paper. Guess it doesn't matter. Okay. And then strawberry slush. Oh, I think that's supposed to, okay. Anyway, I think that was supposed to be my strawberry slush blender. Okay, you see this? Now let's add a little bit of blue. Can I put my pool party back? Oh, it's right in front of me. Okay. Okie dokie schmokey. That's what I used. Must have been. Alright, let's use this one. Okay, so this is just softening it, is all this is really, really doing. So I'm not really watching where I'm putting my blue. I'm just kind of going all over. Okay, so it's kind of turning my yellow almost into a green, but not really. Okay, now, did I throw out my, no, it's right here. So now if I take this and I almost like buff it. But do you see how much more this one pops compared to the first one? Can you tell the difference? So the white is coming through, I think, more vibrantly than the original. So the ink won't stick to the embossing powder, or what was the embossing powder, right? Can you see that? Can you tell the difference? Okay. I'm just going to do this super duper quick. I'm probably not going to finish assembling this because I think you guys can tell the difference. But we'll do them identical, right? Let's do them identical and see what happens. And when I post them, we should do a little contest. If you can tell me which one was done which way, wouldn't that be fun? So has anybody seen Emboss Resist done this way? Oh, I forgot to do my butterfly. No. Cool. Okay. So what I did was I just stamped, excuse me, I'm losing my voice now. I just stamped my butterflies like opposite ways, and it kind of creates almost like a flower look. But it's actually the butterflies, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to say, consider yourself hugged. Okay, and then I had a piece of strawberry slush right here. Let's see if that's long enough to create that with. Oh, yes it is. Well, it's almost like I did that on purpose. I don't remember. Honestly, I would have done this the second way that I just did this years ago. So I would have, I would have put the embossing powder on first, and then I would have heat embossed. Then I would have applied my ink, and then I would have done the buffing. But with the glossy cardstock, it just kind of went on really, really smooth. And then because it was glossy, it kind of gave it that extra little shine, I guess, really, right? So this wasn't dull. It was like nice and shiny. So what do you think of that? I was going crazy trying to find this color card base cut, and I have a whole bunch of it sitting in my card rack waiting to be used. So, question, will you create this technique? Will you try this technique? Because I'm going to tell you right now, from my experience, you can change the colors. Like if I did this all in purples, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let me just, I'm trying to glue this down so that it stays. I forgot to heat from the other way so that it would kind of, okay, like you guys can't even understand the disaster I have on my desk right now. Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't just throw out a stamp. No, okay. Okay. So here are your two cards. Can you see the difference? Joanne says no. So you say no, Joanne, because you don't like the technique, or is it just too many steps? Is it you just don't like the look of it, we'd have to add some gems. I'm going to have to add some glue on this one. Laren said maybe. This one's awesome. I love doing this technique. But see here, like it doesn't pop as much as these ones do. These ones are much more crisp. So I would do it this way normally. Okay. So if you're just joining me, you'll have to go back and check. This is the Emboss Resist technique. I'm just going to wipe this down super quick so I don't get ink all over the back of the cards. There we go. Exact same card, just doing them different ways. One is brighter. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Too much work for the results. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And I mean, you don't even have to heat emboss, right? You could have just dry embossed this if you wanted. I like the blending technique because I just find it's kind of cool, the color combinations that you can create. All right, so that's it, friends. Oops, I'm just trying to shove something in where it doesn't belong. See all my mess there? Okay. All right, that's what I have for you tonight. Monday night, you can come on back and join me if you'd like. You don't have to, but I'd love for you to come back, join me, and we will be doing card layout on Monday. And I will be right here 7:30. Which is brighter? This one. I know it's hard to see on camera, but this one is most definitely brighter. And I'll take a picture when I'm done here. And I think once you see the difference under the light, I think you'll say, oh, yeah, okay, I get it. I'm just trying to clean off my stamps here before I put them away. So yeah. Okay. So hopefully that was fun for you. Hopefully you will come back and join me on Monday night. And I'm sure I'll have something fun for you. It's going to be a card layout for sure. I kind of have an idea what I want to do. So it's one that I think you can use before, after. So when I colored after the embossing, when I blended after the embossing, is way brighter. Okay. So Joanne said she'll be back. Okay, so Monday night, I will be here with a card layout for you. I think it's one that you will use a lot, to be quite honest. It's a great way to use up your designer series paper. And it's a really fun one because every card is different depending on what you're using. So yeah, so I hope you will be back and join me for that. And if you have any questions in the meantime, just a reminder that the Road to Christmas kit is finally back in stock. So if you were waiting for that kit, I suggest you get it quickly. It's only $20 plus shipping and handling and taxes, or shipping and taxes, I guess. I guess there's no handling fee, but shipping and taxes. And it's going to sell out again because everybody has been waiting for that kit to come back. So $20 is a steal. And the amount of alternatives that are being done with that one is like mind-boggling. So yeah, so if you don't like it for the way it's designed, definitely got some great alternatives with that one. All right, so I look forward to seeing you on Monday right here, 7:30. In the meantime, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. Please stay safe. Please stay warm, depending on what the weather's like where you are. And I will see you here on Monday. Thanks, everybody, for joining me, and we'll see you then. Bye.